So here's something fun that's happening on the channel at the moment. I'm in a different country. Venice Film Festival. How's that happened? Feels a lot like After Sun, this. Hopefully this one ends nicer. That's all I'm saying. Coming with me, good friend. Christ, you're hard. I feel like a dad or something. So for some crazy reason, the folks at Venice decided to give this chump a press pass so I can watch a whole load of films for about 9 days in above 30-degree heat. Oh, it's not actually, that's not the temperature in the cinema, thankfully, but it is very hot outside, I must stress. That's why I don't have any shoes on. I don't have any shoes on right now. I feel free, but I'm still very sweaty in here. Also, lovely Airbnb that we have, bunking with some pals who you may or may not know. But look at this. I can spin around like a little goblin. Could you imagine if any of them just came home as I was doing? But I thought I would bring you along, and I'm actually, you look wild right now. Look at this. Gorilla Pods, eh? You can put your camera anywhere. This isn't an ad for them, but it makes me feel a bit like Kenneth Branagh. Also, this thing got for 40 quid on eBay. Hopefully the content looks absolutely deliciously dad home video style. That's what I'm going for. It might look terrible. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Day one of the Venice Film Festival for your boy Papa Stewie. We're kicking things off with Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, followed by Nonostante. How were they? Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Can we just call it Beetlejuice 2? Can we all agree? I'm not calling it the full thing, Tim. I didn't have high hopes. I actually only recently just watched the first one for the first time, like simply under a week ago, which, I mean, crucify me if you need to on that one. I've not made it a secret on the channel that I'm not a huge fan of these kind of big nostalgia bait trends where they're like, here's something you loved again. What a shocker. Tim Burton's just bloody done that with Beetlejuice, but it's not as good. Didn't enjoy it that much. Second film though, Nonostante, or Feeling Better, I believe is its English title. This was an interesting one, right? Because for about 3/4 of its runtime, I was really digging what was going on. It was a really wonderful, charming little time, I think, for the most part. I really enjoyed its kind of relaxed vibe through it all. Like, it's a very kind of gentle, but also quite imaginative and creative in places film. But then the ending just kept going a bit too hard on its metaphors and allegories and things, to a point which I actually do think it started to really hurt the film. Why do filmmakers do things like that? Why do they do things like that? Surprise second angle. I feel like over the course of this 9 days in Venice, you're gonna see me truly exploit this one room for as many angles as I can. Here's something that I've learned about Venice. It's gonna shock you. Lots of water everywhere, eh? And I didn't know if I was gonna be a boat person because I haven't ever had to use boats to the extent that you have to use boats in Venice, really. I tend to just not go on boats. I live in London, you know what I mean? I arrived at the airport and this is the boat. Quickly had to decide whether this is going to be my... I mean, I did say decide. I wasn't going to turn around and fly home, was I? But here's the good news. Totally all right with them. What a bloody thrilling commute every morning. I wasn't sure if the novelty of having to get a boat to the cinema every morning was going to wear off. What am I talking about? It's day one. It could still wear off. I don't know. As of now, let the record show, boats are fun, eh? Boats are fun. Look at this glass. This is crazy. Airbnbs, man, they really do put the wildest shit in there. 35 euros. I don't think so. Just for the sake of continuity, should I do the goblin spin here as well? Whee! Really sweaty. I'm really sweaty in here. Do you want to see something, though, that will surprise absolutely no one that has ever been to or heard of Venice? I didn't expect it. I mean, I did, but look at this. So we've just come from there, Airbnb. If we just keep walking here, you'll never guess what we're about to find. It is simply like water. Like, we're just at water, which I know is obvious. We're in Venice, but like, We found this at night. We could just walked in the ocean. Genuinely though, one of my favourite things about cities like Venice is just the weird, it's gonna sound like an insult, but just like complete dog shit rundown vibe of it all. Like it's a lovely wholesome vibe in a very derelict way, and it's floating, but windy, like every corner you turn feels like a road that shouldn't exist, and a boat will just go underneath, and you'll just think, how's the boat fit here? Has it done that then? But it has. Here's something I did today though, which I'm incredibly proud of. I didn't look at a map to get back to the Airbnb. That's insane, right?
Hi. Well, this is going to be a beautiful reveal. Looking like great tourists. These are going to come up now. Crafty Italians. The camera's waiting, Ren.
You ready for your first step?
Here he is. I've just been sat here for so long waiting for you to cut us in.
Day 2 of the Venice Film Festival. Today we got a much bigger start to the morning. Can we just call this one the start of the festival? None of that Beetlejuice 2 nonsense.
You have simply never looked cooler, Ren, right now.
We got Pablo Larraín's Maria to kick things off, followed by El Jockey, or Kill the Jockey if you want to use the other title. Can I be first to say as well, this commute is not getting boring anytime soon. I know I said I wasn't sure how it'd be on boats, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure. Every day is a different fun surprise. Getting on a boat this morning, we were the last ones on, and let me tell you, we were clinging on. So Maria, how is it? Does it stack up against Pablo Larraín's other bangers? Yeah, it does. It really does. I wasn't sure if it was gonna really land. I was obviously expecting a lot from it because it's Pablo Larraín, but yeah, he really did deliver. I think this is one of the strongest of his sort of biopic trilogy, should we call it, with Jackie and Spencer. Gorgeous to look at. I mean, all of his films, one of my favorite things about him as a director is the texture of his films. He didn't just lose that overnight. Angelina Jolie, yeah, I mean, yes, killing it, really crushing it in the lead role here. More importantly though, just a story and a character, obviously real person, but you know what I'm saying, that is super engrossing and absorbing. And for me, I absolutely loved start to finish. I do think it's probably the Pablo Larraín film that I felt the most conscious of its screenplay, right? I think it gets a little on the nose in places, but honestly, I don't think that really harms it too much. I think it truly holds its own amongst that. But El Jockey could have gone one of two ways. A film you don't know about, you take a bet on, you go and you wish you continue to not know about because it sucks, or a film that you didn't know about, you take a risk on and ends up becoming like a real true surprise of the festival. It kind of looked like it was going that way, the latter way, for most of it, and I'm not convinced that the film wraps itself up in a way which truly made it the gem of the festival for me. But I did really like this one. I'm still not convinced I know upwards of 50% of what happened in this film, but I did enjoy my time with it, and it is sitting better in my thoughts after I finished it. I think it's definitely a film which you want to come out of and you want to talk about, read about, think about. Very imaginative, creative, an interesting film which I definitely do recommend checking out. So all in all, a good day. I cannot complain there. But also, and I promise this isn't about to take a very erotic turn for the worst, welcome to the bedroom, guys. I realised I've got a new shot, so we can show you another room of this small Airbnb in Venice. There we have Luke's light, and Luke's suit, and my towel. It's really not that thrilling, it's just welcome to a bedroom, eh? I'm gonna make it my unofficial mission this week, just 9 days, to get as much coverage out of this building as I can. So we may end up in a toilet at some point, but we'll just see how that one goes.
I don't even know Venice is!
Now the films are out the way, don't know exactly what the plan for the rest of the day is, other than probably just a bit of work in the flat. We've all got a bunch of different bits to get on and do.
Where are we going?
We are going to the supermarket.
And what are we getting?
We're getting a lot of shit. We're getting snacks. We're getting appliances. I guess super glue would fall under that category.
Yeah, it would.
And maybe we'll get something else. Maybe we're feeling wild and crazy and zany.
But more importantly,
Beetlejuice.
what are we getting as well then?
We're getting water, milk. We're getting bananas.
You're missing the crucial thing that I was hoping you'd lead with.
Oh yeah, beer.
And beers, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna get beers.
Although I do love every time you come abroad to a European city, just the quality of their spa shops, infinitely better than the UK. Over here it looks like, I don't know, it's like some kind of hidden gem calling to you in the small alleys of Venice. I mean, the aircon might have something to do with that, but over back in the UK, a spa, I mean, who shops at Spa? If you do shop at Spar, sorry for keep watching. I don't hate you. Probably gonna go for some dinner tonight. And I will say, as a vegan in Venice, it has proven to be not easy, but not hard. It's Italy, so most places do just have pasta and tomatoes if you need it. Although a lot of places don't, which feels crazy to me. Today's agenda is just the two films. We're kicking things off with Babygirl, the new one from Halina Rejn, and then next up we've got Trois Amies, which is a French... I don't know what it is, just it's French, that's all I know. This morning was the first real busy boat morning, right? First 2 days, we just rocked up to the boat place. I think maybe we were just a bit lucky with time. Got on the boat, Bob is your uncle. Today we gave ourselves plenty of time. Got to Babygirl with 3 minutes to go. Which was a little bit sweaty bum time, I will be honest. Or maybe that's extra double sweaty bum time considering we're in 30-degree heat, and honestly, I'm telling you, 1 second anywhere outside is just... the sweat just drips from your face. I'm really sorry for the extra detail there, but it's just how it be. But it does mean that I think we're going to set our alarms a little bit earlier now going forward. I mean, we're going to have to when we get to the real early morning starts next week. But I think we just got to give ourselves a bit more time. Earlier alarms is probably going to be about as much fun as that sounds. That's a big tree. So Babygirl. Look, I had very high expectations for this one, and I'll be honest, I was disappointed technically, I think, overall. I don't think it's as strong a film as Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I love erotic thrillers. They don't make them like they used to anymore. I mean, frankly, they don't make them anymore. But this one just felt like it did still have bite. It came in waves, I think. You fall out of it a bit, and then every now and then it sucked me right back in. And it ended on a high, but I guess I just wanted a bit more from Nicole Kidman and Harris Dickinson rocking each other in an office, you know what I mean?
Trois Amies was a genuinely lovely gem though, a wonderful little surprise of the festival. Just truly gentle, relaxed, charming little French film, you know? I was watching with Luke and we both just, as soon as the film finished, turned to each other like, that was cute. And it was just a cute, nice, wholesome little French comedy, drama, romance, had a bit of everything, really, which always sounds like a cliche when you say it about films, but truly it did. It's filled with these really small moments that kind of surprise you with their intuition, I suppose, like genuinely lovely moments about love and life. So that's day 3 done. I think the plan is back to the flat, probably have a nap because I'm tired, out for dinner and a drink, and then early night because we're going to be up a bit earlier tomorrow, which I'm obviously very excited for.
How close that? You can't see shit. That is going to be the...
That's just me.
That...
Yeah, there we go.
It's reversed. I'm just going to stand and watch.